And we are back to the animated world of me, the animated podcast. You'll see this my song to you when I sing to. Anywho, welcome to the Animated Mel Podcast, episode number 4. And I hope y'all had a beautiful weekend. I had a nice little weekend. I was out in the sun, absorbing the sun. I felt like Superman. I was it's basically charging up my melanin, so I was like having like a kind of like superpowers. So that's kind of how I felt. But yeah, man. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all weekend. Seen any movies? I heard that movie with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is out with Leonardo DiCaprio and stuff. That movie looks well. Actually, I haven't seen many trailers for it, but it has a good cast, so it leads me to believe that it will be a good movie. So I'm thinking it's gonna be good. So I do want to see that. So if y'all have seen it, let me know if it's good. Don't spoil it or anything, but just let me know if it's good. It's directed by Quentin Tarantino. He usually makes good films, so you're not gonna leave disappointed no matter what. So yeah, let me know what y'all did as far as that goes. But now, man, let's talk about stuff, man. Let's talk about stuff. Make sure y'all can hear me. Microphone check. All right, let's talk about stuff. I was thinking, what are the animes or moments in animes that make you cry? Tear jerking moments in anime. Like, what are those moments that get you? Because cruel things can happen in an anime and be so messed up, but it still doesn't hit you the same way it would like a different scene, because when Mufasa got killed in Lion King, that was like, oh, cry. The moment, the setup, it was so impactful, so it made you cry. But it's not like that in a lot of anime. So what is it about a particular anime that makes you cry? So we're gonna talk about it. I feel like there's three different levels. It's three different levels to it. It's I would say first level is something where you're just like surprised, or you have an attachment to a character, and it's like, man, this character dies. Bam, that's one way you can cry or feel sad, or death in general for a character could be a moment, because like it could be an impactful moment, like someone like everyone believed in and cared for, you never expect them to die. That could be a moment. It also could be laughter, the reasons that you would cry. It also could be excitement, the reasons that you can cry. And there's certain animes that give you that emotion. Some animes give you all three. Now, what I feel an anime that gives you all three of those emotions is One Piece. One Piece gives you every single emotion. It's funny as hell. It has its serious moments that's impactful, and it also has those hype moments that just make you say, "Oh my god, I'm so happy!" So I feel like it's the trifecta. One Piece, I feel, is hands down the trifecta of those moments, man. Um, okay, now let's think about those moments. The moments in One Piece that got me, what made me, okay, let's start with the cheerful. The moment that got me in One Piece is when Luffy, damn, I can't remember dude's name off the top of my head. Fuck, that's my favorite. He's like my favorite villain, kind of. Well, not really my favorite, but just my favorite moment. When Luffy was fighting, you know what? I got to get his name right. So hold on, let me grab my phone real quick. Gotta get it right. 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 I should be more prepared, shouldn't I? But hold on, I gotta get this right, because this was like the most hilarious moment that I've seen. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's his name. Enel. Enel. Yes, that's his name. Enel. The funniest moment so far. Well, not so far because there's so many funny moments. So many funny moments that I can't remember at the moment. But the one that sticks out to me is when Luffy was fighting Enel. And like Sky Pia, the when they were in the clouds or whatever. And he like they build up this whole backstory of how he's a god and how he's like the unstoppable and he's having all these people and he goes to fight Luffy and he goes to like electrocute Luffy. It did nothing and he was looking like his eyes like poked out of his head, his jaw dropped. That shit had me in tears. Oh my god. That shit had me in tears. I was like, yo, that is like hands down hilarious. I can think of a lot of emotional moments though. So yeah, let me know y'all like funniest moment that y'all can think of in One Piece. Damn, it's fucking. I know there's a ton. I know there's a ton of moments that One Piece has that's funny, but let me know y'all one of y'all favorite moments in One Piece as far as comedy. Um, a sad moment in One Piece. Oh man, it's a lot of those, man. Like the one where Robin was like, and Luffy was like Robin, and like when Robin was being held captive by her little agent group or whatever, and Luffy was just standing there, just like, say you want to be part of the team, or you need help or whatever, or that you want to live. And then Robin was like, I want to live. Then fucking Usopp, boy, was Soga King at the time, shot they motherfucking flag down. That shit was hard. That shit had me. Oh my god, that was hard. Oh my god, that was an epic moment, man, for One Piece, man. Then another epic moment. That wasn't even my epic moment I was thinking of, but that just crossed my mind. But the main one I was thinking of, an epic moment, is when, damn it, I can't get it. I'm not when they were at the what's that? The dragons, where the ones who are like invincible, like you can't touch them, and they treat people like shit. Is when Luffy, like everyone was like, you can't touch them, they're like untouchable, and Luffy was just like, fuck that. They did fuck, I'm getting it wrong. It was the part where they first announced the generation, when they first introduced Kid, Law, and the worst generation. It was that moment, and he touched one of those dudes with the little fucking helmets or whatever. And I think it was like, I can't remember why he did. Obviously, it's to protect a friend or some shit like that. It was that Star dude, I think. Maybe it was that Star dude, that's with the little mermaid chick. But that moment, holy shit, that got me excited and brought tears to my eyes. Tears of joy, tears of pure joy, man. So excited. But you get those moments all the time in One Piece. Happened with when Zolo was taken, when Zolo was fighting against Bartholomew Kuma, and he was taking all those the pain. He was pumping all the pain out of Luffy and all that stuff, and he said he'll take it. He just wanted Luffy to live and protect him. Zolo is a motherfucking beast for that. Like, he is like numero uno. He held it down. Like, that is the right hand man. So when Zolo did that, oh my god, that touched me as well. Obviously, one of the most touching scenes was when I like when they escaped Impel Down too. That was that entire Impel Down was hot. Oh my god, I'm getting excited thinking about that. When he fought Crocodile, that was good. The saddest moment so far is Ace. When Ace died, Whitebeard and Ace, but Ace really hit me, man, cause that shit had me balling. I was balling, like, oh my god, fucking Ace, man. Like, cause like you don't really get super introduced to Ace. You know, you just know he's always there. I remember when I was like first getting into One Piece, and I think I got into it. This was when they had that. This was back when they had that intro. Gotta go, the trainer. He's the king of the pirates. He's made of rubber. How did that happen? Ho ho ho! Took a bite of gum. You remember that? Yeah, remember that? Oh my gosh, that was an epic intro. But that's when I was watching it, and I first like one of the episodes I started getting into was where he was in Alabastia, um, and Crocodile was the guy. He was fighting Crocodile. I was like, holy shit, this was epic. Like that's when I first started getting into One Piece and like seeing these like they're these, oh my god, there's just it's just so many memorable moments that happen in One Piece. It's just like it's so many I can name. But I forgot the point I was trying to make. But anywho, yes, One Piece is constantly doing things to push the envelope to make you feel stuff. When Law died, not Law died, even Law had his moments when they got a flashback. But I would feel like One Piece takes the cake on that. Dragon Ball Z, it's funny, but it's not like it's not super funny. It's like cheesy funny, like haha, that's funny. You know, it has its moments at times, but it hasn't. I would say like Vegeta having a bad man, like oh, the one with Frieza and Vegeta. They had to hold hands in order to go to the other tournament in like the universe tournament, whatever. He made them hold hands. That had me rolling. That was pretty funny. But they're more serious than anything. And like later, like granted, I know like it's a lighthearted anime and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it still has its like sentimental moments. Like I would say towards the first half of Dragon Ball Z, or even I would say after Dragon Ball Z. After Dragon Ball Z. No. Uh, well, I would say okay. I would say after the Cell Saga, everything seemed a little bit more comedic. So like the threat that was given to them wasn't as serious. It didn't seem as serious because it felt more comedic in a way. You know, they didn't have a lot of comedy moments within the Cell Saga. Like besides, you know, Cell having that attitude and maybe Vegeta being stupid by letting Android 18 get absorbed, letting Cell absorb Android 18. You know, so it was just like there were so many moments in the after the Cell Saga that didn't seem serious. So I would say it was the much more serious in the beginning part. Like think about it. Like fighting. Um, they were fighting. Every fight felt like they were fighting for their lives. Like when it was Raditz, even when you know Raditz, when Nappa and Vegeta came it when fighting Frieza, even again you Force, how they hyped it up. Like we don't get that same kind of build up as much in Super, which kind of takes away. So I feel like they take the more comedic route, you know, but they do have their times where it's emotional. Like one of the moments, got your ass. One of the moments that I got excited for is when Goku first went Super Saiyan. Like I watched that over and over and over and over again. My goodness, man. And so I know the entire thing by heart, but like when I first seen that Goku going Super Saiyan transformed at last, and I came home from school and I see the fucking I won't let you get away with this. I was like, oh shit. I was like, it's happening. It was happening. And it finally happened. You know, oh my gosh, that was the moment that made me cry. When Vegeta, no, when Goku died protecting everyone against Cell. When Cell was about to destroy everything and Gohan was like caught up in his moment and all his power. That is what kind of that made me shed tears, man. Because Goku died. It's like fuck, man, he died again just because Gohan was being stupid, man. What other moment made me cry? That in Dragon Ball, I would say that was probably yeah, that was I would say that's probably the moment that made me cry. I get tears of joy and excitement watching like Goku get the Ultra Instinct and when he was fighting against what is his name? Universe 7 Jiren. Okay, I'm like, what the hell? Jiren. When he was fighting against Jiren, that like when and he went Ultra Instinct. Oh my god, that shit is hard. Oh my god. And then even the Khalifa fight with him and Goku, he was like jumping over the command man, just that was hard, you know. But yeah, man, they don't I would say there's some animes that are meant to make you cry. Like they don't have a they lean more towards a sad moment. Like Made in Abyss, holy shit. Made in Abyss is so bruh, heart-wrenching. Devil May Cry Baby. Oh my gosh. The second to last episode fucked me up. And the ending crushed my world. My goodness. Made in Abyss, Devil May Cry Baby. And y'all, if y'all seen my other channels, my other reactions, I should still upload them. But nah, it's just been, it's so long ago. But my other channel, when it was up, I had those reactions. And y'all see when I cry. I won't hide it. I cried in Devil May Cry Baby. They had their moments. Like, that shit made me cry. Um, what else made me cry? Mm, Yu Yu Hakusho? Nah. I think Yu-Gi-Oh probably like got me excited back in the day, like tears of joy, like when Pegasus, not when, cause Kaiba is my favorite. Kaiba was always like my favorite in Yu-Gi-Oh, and it was like I think it was him and Yugi, and they were like some. Was it him and Yugi? Oh, okay. You know what? Him and Yugi fought, and I was like, "Fuck it, come on, Kyler, get his ass." And this was when Merrick was in the picture. You know, they had the guys, Obelisk Tormentor, Slide for the Sky Dragon, and the Winged Dragon of Ra. And Kaiba, he had summoned Obelisk, and I think yeah, Yugi has Slide for the Sky Dragon. Yeah, because the more cards you have in your hand, the more attack goes up. I believe, if I remember correctly. And he found a way to do it and to beat him. And you know, after he beat him, he gave him his card, his God card, and also Kaiba had a card in his deck, which was the only card that he needed in order to beat Merrick. And oh, was it Merrick? I know he had like long white hair. Was it Merrick? Yeah, I'm thinking it's Merrick. I'm thinking of Bakura. Bakura was the final one. But yeah, but Merrick, yeah, when he was fighting Merrick, and like Kai would just looked at Yugi and he threw him that card. And he already knew it. Ah, that shit was hype, man. You know, see, Yugi had those moments too that were pretty hype, man. Inuyasha got me. That made me feel, you know what I mean? Because Kagome, Kikyo, like Kikyo coming back to life, and then, you know, letting Inuyasha go, and man, she had her moments. Um, not like Kaguya. Is it no? What's her name? Kagura. Damn it! It's the one that what's his name? Naraku. Kagura. Her name is Kagura. Yes. Kaguya's the Naruto chick. Okay. Yeah, Kagura. That moment when she died in Shishomaru's hand, because Shishomaru's my guy. That's number one. You know what I mean? That was pretty sentimental. Even that guy who was in love with with Kagome, but he was part of Naraku's squad. He was like one of those demons. He had like the long ponytail or whatever. I can't remember his name off top, but he was like one of the leaders of Naraku's. He like fell in love with Kagome. There when he died, that was a little emotional. Cowboy Bebop. Holy shit. The two last episodes have me in like boo-hooing like a baby. Like when Julia died, he finally freaking met up with Julia. She died. And then when him and Vicious went at it at the end, and he won, but he walked out, and he was just like, "Hey, oh my!" It's never finished with. Oh my god, I was just like, oh, it's time was say to know you say first if I go. Yo, that was my shit, man. See, I don't know the words off the top of my head, but I got the beat right. I got the beat right. And then they show like the galaxy and they oh my gosh, that shit was touching, man. Man, that was beautiful. Man, that was a good way. Oh fuck, that was good. Um, what other animes make you cry? There's so many. Let me see. I'm looking around. I'm looking at my action figures. Like, which One Piece, Code Geass. Code Geass made me cry. Code Geass made me cry. Like when what's that? I can't remember. Damn, I was just tweeting. I was seeing somebody tweet about this. They were okay. What's that chick? I can't remember her name off top. When they're like childhood friends. It was Lelouch and the girl. She was so peaceful. She didn't want nothing but peace. And he was just talking to her. He said, "Yeah, all I have to do is say blah blah blah," and she had to follow her commands. She's like, and he told her like shoot everybody in the room. And she was like, "No!" Like and like Lelouch was like, "Fuck, I didn't mean it." He didn't mean to do it, and killed everybody. Like, damn, that was emotional. The girl that was in love with him was emotional. Like when he had to kill her, man, and like she was in love with him. That was heartbreaking. Um, which one got me the most is when Lelouch died himself. That shit had me balling. Oh my god, when Lelouch died. Oh, that hurt my heart, man. That hurt my heart so bad, man. I was boo-hooing, like, and I've watched the series at least 6, 7 times already, and like, it's still, even watching that scene, it still makes me tear up a little bit, just because, like, man, he's such a badass. Lelouch is such a badass, man. He had two of them fucking eyes, man. He had two Geasses, man, and he was running, man. Oh my gosh, that got me. Death Note. That got me when what episode got me, I would say two episodes got me. The first episode that really got me on a like damn, this is fucked up, is when L and Light, I think it was the second to last episode before Light killed L, and he was like cleaning him, like cleaning, like washing his feet off or whatever, and like when L was like washing, that was like, damn, man, he actually likes Light. He likes this guy. And Light fucking, he's about to die. He's about to kill him, man. And that shit, it just hurt, man. But I like Light, so I was rooting for Light to win, and how he went out with Mikami and all that shit. It pissed me off. But if you didn't know by now, that my feelings when Light died, that made me cry. Oh my god. Like it was just like a slow tear, just like, damn, Light. Because like he was running away and then like he was he was thinking back. He was running away and well he was already caught and then he was looking he thought he saw someone that was him. He was basically looking back on his past. Dude. And he was just thinking, oh man, that hits. Fuck, dude, that kind of makes me want to cry thinking about it now, man. Like, man, fuck, man. Man, I wish Light, he didn't get got, but he got. But anywho, that's like a really good moment for me, like that Light part. That really gets me. Naruto's good for that. Naruto has like a lot of good scenes that are emotional throughout. It has more. I would say it's closer to One Piece, but One Piece is by far like the one that has the more like comical, emotional, and then like exciting moments. Um, some moments in Naruto that got me. Let's see. There's so many fucking moments that got me excited. One of the first ones that come to mind is when Gara and Rock Lee fought at the tuning exam. That shit got me. Man, I was high like, oh shit, because Gara is my favorite character. Oh shit, if you didn't know, get him and Itachi. But oh fuck, sorry, hit the mic. Gara's my favorite, and then Itachi. But Gara, I like first. Soon as I saw him, like hanging upside down, and like he has the love symbol on his head. He has red hair, and he's quiet. He's a badass, and the way he's like cheating on the exam and with using his eye to see like the answers. Like this dude's such a badass, man. Um, and then seeing that was the first moment. It was with Rock Lee and Gara. Then Neji and Naruto when they fought. Like when that shit was epic. He fooed the hell out of Neji. It was a shadow clone, and he came from up under. Bam! Hit his ass. That was epic. I like the Sasuke and Gara fight. That even though that didn't really like make me cry. Hold on, let me think of moments that made me cry. I'm just thinking of shit that made me excited. Things that made me cry in Naruto first that I can think of. I know for sure when Jiraiya died, but not at the moment that Jiraiya died. When Naruto found out that Jiraiya died, that fucked me up. That oh my gosh, I was just like, no, no. That got me good. So when Jiraiya died, that got me. When Naruto found out that Jiraiya died, that got me. Then what else got me? Tearful moment. Oh, when Gara died. Oh my gosh. When Gara died and came back to life, I want to say it's like really got me. Like how he was thinking about his childhood and like he didn't have any friends and all these moments and how he was always alone. And then the granny chick from the village ends up giving up her life energy and giving Gar back his life. And then when Gar woke up, everyone was standing around him and he had his closest friend right there. Oh my gosh, that shit. Ah! But I don't know if that's like sadness or excitement because it was definitely a mixture of both. Because I was sad that Gar had died. And it was carrying him around, just like, no. Gar can't be dead, man. That fucking oh my gosh. That ripped my heart out. Then when he came back to life, that brought me back to life. I was like, yes, so excited. So that definitely made me cry. Definitely made me cry. When Itachi died, that made me cry. Like him and Sasuke when they fought, and you found out the actual story of Itachi. Holy shit, that makes you cry. Itachi's story. If that doesn't touch you, oh my gosh, everything that they because when I first found out about Itachi, I did not like him. I was just like, he's a cold motherfucker. You just killed your entire clan, and then you just go fuck up your brother, and just like yo. But Itachi was always badass, but I did not like him for that. But then you found out why, and oh my gosh, like he is the fucking real Hokage. You know what I mean? But he was, like Itachi's story that really touched me. Um, Pain, Pain Nagato, like that his story was pretty touching. Not super. Naruto's story was touching, man. But those are the ones that I think of off top that made me cry in anime. Um, let's see. Trying to think of some. Mm, yeah, I think that's it. And I don't think I've cried in anything with Bleach, because Bleach is like one of the other top animes, but I don't think I cried in Bleach. Maybe there's moments of excitement, like when Okuria fought against Ichigo, or when they show my boy Aizen, whooping ass, and I was like, holy shit! And my boy Hitsugaya, and that Ichigo and Byakuya fight, that was a good one. But I don't think, yeah, in Bleach, I don't think I ever had any moments that made me cry. Um, oh, but there's also an anime, Elfen Lied. That was a pretty good one. That's a throwback though. That's way, way, way back. That was throwback. Think Ogia, Dragon Ball. I have so many different animes that I watch that I know there's a lot of manga that makes me like cry, like Kingdom. Like I haven't watched the anime for I haven't watched an anime for Kingdom, but the manga in Kingdom, that shit, oh my gosh, that has me in tears. Tokyo Ghoul, that was a little bit, no, it was more sentimental than anything, like when Ken first like ran away from the little coffee shop, the little group or whatever, and he went with the, I think it's the algae tree, if I remember correctly. He left them. That shit was emotional, and then Toko was like, she was looking for Ken Kaneki. It didn't happen. That was emotional. Um, but there's not like thing is with anime, like it pulls strings that other series often don't, or not that it doesn't, but it can't. I would say, or it isn't set up. Some series are set up, it builds you up, makes you like the characters, and then they get rid of them. That's how it typically ends. Um, but for the most part, if an anime isn't action packed, or just there aren't too many series out there that's going to make you cry tears of like sorrow, because you're sad at the moment. They'll like, especially in the shonen genre, at least you'll learn in the shonen genre that there's so many characters that you get attached to, and that they will eventually pass away. They'll die, pass away as if they existed in. Well, y'all know what I mean. Um, like in Vinland Saga that just came out. That shit is, that is tough, man. Like, uh, Thorfinn just watched his freaking dad get killed for trying to protect him, and he just pissed. That shit pulls at the strings. Oh, Black Clover. Black Clover, y'all can see that reaction that I did maybe a couple months ago when Langris was fighting against his brother. What's his brother name? Finral. Langris and Finral. They were fighting, and Finral was like basically done, and then Langris, he was about to kill him. He was about to kill his brother, and then Asta stepped in. Charmy stood up, and like everyone like stood up, like, and then Luck and Magna. Oh my gosh, I rewatched that so many times. You have no idea how many times I just rewatched that one part. Everyone showed up like, forget the match. I'm going to kill you. You do anything else, you are going to get killed. That shit, oh, Black Bulls, man, holy shit, that shit had me go, man. That is what like sent me over the like the tipping point of like, you know what? I thoroughly enjoy this anime. Like, this anime is good. Another anime that I really enjoy, that I know is going to bring me to tears, is Demon Slayer. That's gonna bring me to tears because I'm so drawn into the characters. I love the development of the characters, the action, the story. It's so enveloping. It sets you, it gets you, it's just everything about that anime is so good. And Tanjiro and Inosuke and Zenitsu, and they have Nesco with them. Like them together, I love the way they interact. They're not similar at all. They make up different parts of one another that makes the story much more compelling. And like their character traits are so digestible. So it's just like I already know there's going to be some moments in there that make me cry because you get attached to it. It just comes with the territory. But Black Clover has definitely been like the newer series that's pulling strings at my heart. Especially in the realm of excitement. Especially in the realm of excitement, man. But like what else am I watching? I'm watching Doctor Stone. They haven't had anything yet. Fire Force, not anything yet. Um, what's that? What's that? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure had me crying of laughter. That is the funniest anime I've seen. There's like legit tears I've been crying, especially like the second to last episode of the first season when he fought against the final boss or whatever. He was in the volcano, and so many times they're supposed to be dead, they didn't die. They just kept finding another way to live. And I'm just like, yo, this is the most ridiculous anime I've ever seen in my entire life. Ridiculous. So there's a few animes out there that just pulls at your strings no matter what. So let me know some of y'all's. I'm sure I missed some just because I'm on the spot thinking about it. But um, there's a lot of tear jerkers out there. Like I already said, Made in Abyss. Oh, that one anime where they keep going back in time. Was it ReZero? I think it's ReZero where they go back in time and he has just like to watch people die. That's more ominous than anything, but it does have its like sad moments. Um, but yeah, I can't think of any at the moment. I'm sure there's many more out there that I'm missing. But yeah, just let me know. Let me know some of y'all's or that I should watch this like really like a tear jerker. Or let me know some of y'all moments or favorite moments as far as like the tear jerking scenes. Because we all gotta let them emotions out, man. Let them out, let them out, let them out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's see. Let's see what is trending. We can look at the trending stuff in the world. What's trending in the world? Oh, 6 a.m. That look at the upcoming DLC. He'll be revealing when the new revival. Oh, so that's Tuesday. A 22-minute demo. A 22-minute demo. Okay. Okay, let's not scroll down my timeline. I don't know what's going on here. Let's go to Jeremy says the NBA has kind of given up on him. White people against racism. This is trending. Why is white people against racism trending? Okay, let's see. I get the hashtag, however, please be against racism outside the safety. Many people amen black people on Twitter but won't say one word to their racist coworker, spouse, friends. Fighting racism extends beyond social media. Man, you know what? Get off of fucking social media, man. Like when it comes to politics or when it comes to things like movements and stuff like that, it's a huge divide. It creates a divide in this world that's not needed because a lot of things get taken out of context, a lot of things get misunderstood online. And sometimes there's media who will highlight a particular person, individual, as a villain when in actuality they're not. It's just like there's double standards and there's like a lot of manipulation that happens in the media as far as an agenda being met. I feel like everyone has their own agenda and it's it's being pointed in a particular direction depending on the outsourced or the outlet that you're getting it from. And people just need to look beyond the things that they're being fed. So a lot of things, because I'm like, there's a lot of things that happen in life. Like, people on the internet, they have the freedom or the courage, they have more of the courage online to spew more racist things. And let's say they're not even being serious about the racist remarks or whatever. They have the, even if they're not being serious about it, it's still what considered trolling, and it rubs people the wrong way. Some people get upset, some people get in their feelings. It's like, it's a good way to create animosity when it's not needed. People's anxieties go up, you know. People get triggered with things like this. They get emotionally invested in things like this when it just ultimately is just separating people. Granted, I feel like it's good to have debates that are, you know, thought-provoking, and debates that allow you to push the envelope and make you see things from another perspective. But when you're talking to someone who's not open-minded, who's closed-minded, and only has a particular point of view, it's impossible. And like, you have these different personalities, you have these different point of views, there's always going to be some conflict. And especially on the internet, seeing it on social media, it just amplifies it more and more. So I'm not sure what this white people against racism thing is. I'm not sure what it is or why it even started, but I don't know, man. Let's see, how do I get to the trends for you? Fake Nintendo facts. Like this. Fake Nintendo facts. Hank Hill was supposed to be a DLC in Smash 4, but was later cut. Okay, I guess we're doing fake stuff. That's that's not good. Feel Euphoria. Oh, that's that movie with what's a series? It's with her. What's her name? Zendaya, right? I'm not sure. I'm sure maybe something happened. There's an ashtray when the cops show up. I guess something happened on this Euphoria series that, you know, has people hashtagging about it. Must be like good topics and stuff. Okay, shit. Okay, go ahead, Euphoria. Keep doing your thug thizzle. Ewok becomes the first ever girl streamer to join FaZe Clan. Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes are both ready for a rematch. I think that's about it for the trending stuff. So I don't know. I think that's about it for the trending stuff. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna play any spotlight today. I'm gonna chill out on the spotlight. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna play something. I'm gonna play a quick little something. Not too long, not too long, not too long. Just enough. Let's see what I'm gonna look for. Original tracks. I'm gonna play another anime type song that I got. Working on that. Okay, let's listen to. Oh man, let's see. Oh, let's listen to this. Yes! I said yes! It's that time. Take a look around. Take a look around now. I'm gonna mute this real quick. What's behind you? What's beside you? I'm with you as vision. It's mine. Everything that you see is mine. If I ever go away, it's still mine. I claim it now to the end of time. Look around and take a view of it all. My beautiful collection on the wall. Mess around and have my figure as a statue. Never mind I'm making plans cause I got to. I'ma take what I want with my chest out and do exactly what I please. When I check out, this is not a debate about what I'm gon' get. I ain't gotta say my name cause I'm on it. Take pride in the things that I possess. It's a process, that's why I'm focused. Remember nights when I used to get no rest. Now I sleep well, yes, I am so blessed. Let's go. Let's go. I done seen you all party like you at a ball. Had a hand to help you up when you were down from a fall. Nah, I don't think y'all ready for all that. You know what I mean? That's just a little something I got. You know what I mean? Just a little something I got that might be coming out on my mixtape called Animated Energy. We'll see. But yeah, man, if y'all got any questions or anything, let a brother know. And I'll put y'all on a highlight or something. But I appreciate y'all once again for checking out your boy. Make sure y'all subscribe. If there's anything that y'all want me to talk about specifically, let me know because I can talk about it. If you want me to talk about a particular topic about an anime in the one of my upcoming podcasts, leave it in the comments below and I'll talk about it. All right? Because I want to learn about things that you all want to speak about and also want to learn about your interests. So let me know some of your favorite animes or moments in an anime that made you cry. And if there's like any other topics you want me to talk about in the other podcast, let me know and I'll talk about them. All right. So yeah, man, make sure y'all subscribe, follow, and holla at your boy, and everything is good. All right. So yeah, man, subscribe and deuces to the mooses. You know what I mean? Deuces to the mooses. Tired of y'all excuses. Bye bye. My name is